It's the final Friday of round robin play here at the Scotties. 4 games will be on the ice. Newfoundland, Labrador facing Quebec. All eyes on Kelly Scott at BC at 6-3. She controls her own destiny when it comes to the playoffs, taking on the Yukon Northwest Territories. Our feature matchup, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and PEI Suzanne Burt trying to keep her slim playoff hopes alive. She'll face Christy Moore out of Grand Prairie and Alberta. Andrea Crawford, one of those teams with 4 losses. She's trying to stay there. It is time to meet the teams, brought to you by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 19 years.
Hi, I'm Andrea Crawford, skip of Team New Brunswick. At lead is Jody DeSola. At second is Danielle Parsons. At third is Rebecca Atkinson. And we curl out of the Gage Golf and Curling Club in Arsenault, New Brunswick.
Hi, I'm Arsenault, skip of Team Nova Scotia. At lead, we have Jennifer Baxter. Second is Colleen Jones. Third, Kim Kelly, and we play out of the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
It is certainly youth versus experience in our feature draw this morning. And there you see Andrea Crawford putting down the broom. That means Nova Scotia has the hammer. Playing the Redstones, New Brunswick, and leading things off on this Friday morning, Jody DeSola.
3-5, get it 5. Hard, drag it in, you got it. Go, you really, go, you got it.
Kathy, when you talk to a lot of the athletes, they always say, we never scoreboard watch, we don't like to, but it has to be hard on a day like this.
Oh, it is for sure, and there's no question that as much as that's what the athletes would tell you, their eyes are always going to be drifting, especially in the cases of those that it really matters when they hear roars or when there are setups right next door to us where BC will play this morning.
Okay. Whoa.
Jennifer Baxter.
Good done.
Nice shot.
The Scotties rookie on this veteran team. What is the game plan, Kathy?
Well, for New Brunswick, some great games by Becky Atkinson. 81-79, her average is 72. She is building momentum as the week goes on. Andrea Kelly's made some big shots, needs to make those today. For Nova Scotia, Marianne Arsenault is skipping, but she's got her old skipper at second and sometimes gets called out of stuff, needs to stay with her own game plan and enjoy the moment. They are mathematically, you know, not in a good spot for sure at this point, but they did kind of give us a hint that we may not see a lot of them again. And so you do want to really enjoy every opportunity to play at the Scotties and to represent your province well.
And the game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures.
Halfway tight.
And on that note, we should congratulate Andrea Crawford. We called her Andrea Kelly for many years, but got married.
Get it over there. Really hard.
Indeed.
Congratulations to her. And she's hoping to improve on her record here at the Scotties. Her best ever record, I believe, 5-6, and she has a chance to not only improve on that, but hopefully claw her way into the playoffs.
Well, and there's some really great potential. Danielle moving from Nova Scotia to go to school in New Brunswick adds another depth to Andrea Crawford's team. This is a team that even if they do not make it to the playoffs, if Kelly Scott wins out today, I think that they will leave here feeling pretty confident, Brian, that they have done some of the things that they wanted to do. Their play, while it started really slow, has been really building. That's the kinds of good things that you want to see. And Russ talks about it all the time. He and I were walking over to grab a coffee yesterday between draws, and just the challenges that the teams from Atlantic Canada face, coming from very, very straight ice conditions to conditions that they face at a Scotties where there is so much movement. And often you see slow starts to the week. That certainly happened in both cases. Most notably in the case of New Brunswick. And then as they get more comfortable with the ice, they build. Some years 7-4 can get you in the playoffs without even a tiebreaker. Some years it may be too much.
If you're just watching Nova Scotia or our coverage for the first time, Colleen Jones throws second stones for this team, but she does vice when Marianne Arsenault is throwing her final rocks. Kim Kelly, of course, is the second, but she throws third stones.
Andrea not taking a lot of chances with stones being left around this morning. Does not have last rock here in the first end. She may change her tactics as the game progresses. Right now, wanting to keep things very simple.
Kathy, what are the comfort levels for each of their teams and the styles that they play respectively?
Well, neither one of them, I don't think you would describe as particularly aggressive.
Wow.
Just going to slide in and give New Brunswick a chance to lie too. It's more of a simple game. They're certainly not the Jennifer Jones that you would like to, you know, if you were charting, you would be like, okay, she's going to throw the corner guard, they're going to ignore stones. They don't. They typically tend to want to remove stones that are in the house or even guards. And here's the young woman we talked about in the opening about how her play has really, really been building as the week progresses. That's an awesome sign.
30-year-old Rebecca Atkinson. Third stones for New Brunswick.
Yeah! Hard! Quick! Hard! Reach to it! Hard! Go, go, go!
Decide whether she wants to bump it back.
When I watched the Nova Scotia game last night quite a bit against Ontario, and this was something that we saw a lot of. So when Marianne has last rock, she will try the corner guards. When they don't work, she will try to utilize the one stone in the house, asking Kim to freeze down to it or tap it back. Trying to generate points.
Losing line.
Hard, guys! Hard, 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 hard!
Get a bite.
Hard, hard, hard! Get it in there! Hard, hard, hard!
Get a bite. Okay. Good try.
Okay. Before? Yeah, it might be a little slidey here because they've been throwing corners. Okay. Bit different path though. I think it's all there. 5, 6. Gonna curl though. Newer path, girls. Here. Gotta go hard. Gotta drag it. Get it all the way in. Go. Quick. Hard. Really hard. Go. Don't stop. Go, go, go. Hard. Go all the way in. Keep going. Hard. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Great brushing. That'll wake you up first thing in the morning. Danielle and Jody working hard. And this is when, by the end of the week, you start to hurt. If you are not in shape, it's been a long week, running up and down the ice.
9.5.
The one thing, Kathy, I think all the athletes agreed on, though, was the fact that the new schedule and less morning draws has certainly helped.
It does. It gives your body a little bit of a chance to recover. And, you know, if you're working with nutritionists and dealing with the sports science side, they talk about, you know, the need, if you're really going to have your body in peak performance, eating a couple of hours out of your game. So with morning draws, you're eating and you're up at 6:30 in the morning. It starts to really wear you down, especially if you're coming off a night draw the night before. Looking for that little bit of a roll to make sure that she's in. Would lie too. Would love nothing better than to force Nova Scotia to 1 in this first end and get that all-important hammer back.
Andrea Crawford.
Hard! Yeah, go! Okay, good sweep.
Brian, we talked about some great starts, and here's a look at New Brunswick teams over the years, how well they have done. And Heidi Hanlon, she lost the finals in that great 1991 final. But when you look at the other numbers, bottom one, Andrea Kelly, 5 and 6. Well, her record could be 7 and 4, and that's what we talk about, is even if they don't make the playoffs, if Andrea feels that her and her team are moving closer and closer, helps you refine your season for next year, and very good success for New Brunswick.
New Brunswick hasn't won a national women's championship since 1963. And there's a look at skip, Marianne Arsenault.
10.
Longtime teammate of Colleen Jones, and now it's her driving the ship.
had two choices.
Yep. No roll. Whoa. Hang on, honey.
Oh, the catcher helps out there.
Very nice.
Sneaky. Great throw.
That's a great shot.
Ooh, that was walking.
Good time, eh?
Good.
They weren't necessarily playing to do that catcher. We're hoping to roll a little bit, but that was a bit of a nice bonus.
You know, Kathy, as a fan of curling, it's been kind of nostalgic and a walk down memory lane to get to watch these amazing women compete once again at the Scotties level. Unfortunately, the record not what they were looking for this time around. But I like your comment. Really enjoy the moment and take it all in, because you never know if this could be their last appearance at the national stage as a team.
I completely agree. It's not only an opportunity to play in something as great as the Scotties, but it's to also play with the people on your team. And I think that teams sometimes take each other for granted. Things happen in life that we have no idea of predicting. And so when you're out here, it's not only about enjoying the moment, but your team. And what a great team shot this is.
Andrea Crawford just bites the forefoot. That looks partially buried, if not fully buried.
That's a great shot. Really read that well. Seen some struggles with some skips out here this week of where to put the broom. For Andrea Kelly, no doubt. Great weight, great line.
Hard, eh? Really hard, yeah. Just the right weight. Yeah. Over the button.
Okay.
Andrea Crawford, a 2005 Canadian junior champion. And with that shot, now it's on Marianne Arsenault. Needs to draw here with her final rocket one, find that forefoot.
Big one close. Up four. Full chunk of the four.
Baxter and Kelly
go,
on the
go.
brush. Colleen Jones urging them on. Needs to slide a little bit farther, and it will just come up short.
One red.
So an early steal for New Brunswick as Andrea Crawford is on the board here on this Friday morning.
95 and that.
Time for an update now over on Sheet A. Quebec taking on Newfoundland and Labrador. And the broom is down. There you see the red stone in the house, and it's on Allison Ross out of the Glenmore Curling Club in Montreal. Needs to draw and try to pick up her single with hammer.
Quebec's been one of those teams this week that have made some fantastic shots and then have had some struggles other times.
There you see Stacey Devereaux out of the Valley Haley Golf and Curling Club looking on, and a great scrub here from Team Quebec.
Lovely draw.
And they will pick up the single, so it is 1-0 Quebec. Of course, the Scotties moving to Montreal.
We're very excited about next year.
And in the meantime, an update on Sheet B, and this is one of those key games that we talked about. British Columbia, Kelly Scott comes in with a 6-3 record. Everyone is hoping in the field that she falls back. Well, for everyone else, this is not good news. Final stone, a draw for 3.
Bet it is. It's 2 stones on the far right-hand side already. 1 and 2. So for Kelly, needs full 12-foot. That's all she'll need for stand for 3.
There you see Sarah Wozni on the right, brushing. Great to see her back. She was battling some food poisoning, missed a couple of games. She's getting stronger, and this team is getting stronger as we edge closer to the weekend. There it is, put 3 on the board, so it is BC with a 3-0 advantage after 1. And that brings us back to our feature game, New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. It was Andrea Crawford making a very nice come around, and that forced Marianne Arsenault to draw in for her single, so it is 1-0 with play underway here in 2.
Just clean. Whoa.
Well, back-to-back great shots by the skips. Last and that lovely hit and roll by Marianne really put a lot of pressure on Andrea, given that she'd already played a hit on her first one, but no question where to put the broom. Made a great draw. Good brushing. Gives you the confidence.
Corner. Easy. Did you clean it? I think it's barely moving. No, it's okay. Line's good. See, this side without the big
Good, Jen.
swing, I think glides better there. Maybe so.
Kathy, Suzanne Burt out of the Charlottetown Curling Complex, one of those teams with 5 losses and really needing some help. And this won't help because with the final stone for Christy Moore and Team Alberta, a chance to crack open a big one.
Well, you can see it was a wide open hit for Alberta. Another shot stones on the other side, needs to stick it, and she will.
So Christy Moore and the team out of the Grand Prairie Curling Club picks up 3.
Colleen being asked to throw a corner guard.
Kathy had a nice conversation with Colleen Jones too, and for the first time in a long time, she's sweeping now as part of the front end, and said she absolutely enjoys it at 53 years young. They were seeing a personal trainer 2 times a week. She's in great shape, looks fantastic out there. Her and her husband took a great cycling trip in Europe last year as well. She told me they went through Switzerland, did part of the Tour de France tour as well, and has really embraced the experience this time around and absolutely loves the sweeping aspect.
Well, and I think that when Colleen stepped away from the game and then she had a health scare a couple of years ago, you don't really think about curling and the Scotties again. We're up in Fort McMurray this year. Their son was representing Nova Scotia in the juniors. And so you started thinking that maybe that's your involvement in curling. And then you have the opportunity to get back with some of your former teammates and get back to the show. And nobody better than Colleen knows that it's not just about throwing. You need to be physically fit to get through the week. And she is in great shape.
Both the same. Yes.
Easy, girls. Just over. Okay, go then. Go, 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 go.
Well, these tactics almost worked for the team from Nova Scotia last end with that great hit and roll by Marianne. And so they're trying again. But Andrea wants no part of this deal.
Kathy, we talk a lot about these players with great junior success. Andrea Crawford, one of them that has won a national junior title. You can talk about Suzanne Goody, now Suzanne Burt. I remember the year when Suzanne went 10-1 right out of juniors, and expectations were sky high for her. Same can be said of Andrea Crawford as well. Yet we haven't seen a lot from these young skips lately. Is it just the fact they're not traveling enough, or what is the difficulty and why we haven't maybe seen more progression?
Well, and I do think that that is very much a part of it. You know, as a junior, you win, and they can make the choice that they're going to be fully committed and immersed. But the challenge is also geography in our country. It's an amazing country, but there are challenges, and there are financial challenges of trying to go to play where most of the events are. And the reality is that many of the big money events are across the country, but they're focused in the West. And so when you're looking at major flights, you have families, it's a big financial commitment. So a lot of the Atlantic teams tend to stay at home and they practice, and they're very, very good. You look at someone like Dorothy Nordby from Norway. She traveled a bit, only played a couple of teams to get out and won the Worlds a couple of times. So it's your quality of practice that counts, but at some level your knowledge of strategy and your knowledge of playing on ice conditions that really move like they do in these sorts of circumstances really help you at an event like this. These are really great players, the ones you've talked about, and the only difference from someone like Kelly Scott, who's also a former junior champion, is that they travel and play a lot more than either of the two women that you mentioned.
Go, 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 go. Good, Kim. Okay.
Ooh.
Sorry.
So a very clean end continues here in the second.
little bit quicker than my draw the button, eh?
I think it's
Pretty close?
around the same. Yeah.
Same? Okay.
Just verifying paths. Especially in these first couple of ends, because the teams do have the practice time before the game begins.
Right here,
There's a
guys.
lot of play in certain
Easy,
areas and
guys.
not so much in
7.
others. So it's
Easy,
important to
guys.
always think about where the rocks have
Quick
been.
one. 6, 7, not curling. 6, not yet. There it's going a little.
They're yelling 6 there, Kathy. Now, that is the number or the zone of where they expect the rock to stop.
Yeah, exactly. And they're pretty much right on. Sliding a little bit to a 7.
Kathy, time for the key shot.
Well, great draw weight just now by Andrea Crawford, but she really needed it in the first end. A great hit and roll by Marianne Arsenault. Caught a little bit of a catcher on the outside, so it was buried. All she had to do is work with that tight guard and made no mistake, put the broom down on the right spot, used her brushers first thing in the morning, had lovely weight, and she would go on to steal the first points.
And the key shot is brought to you by Scotties, Canada's favorite brand of facial tissue. And by the way, Kathy, we're going to get a jar up here, and every time you call her Andrea Kelly, you're going to put $5 in the jar.
Well, and I apologize to Tyler. I'm sure he's a lovely man. If you had invited me to the wedding, I would have got your wife's name right.
We'll take the $5 and we'll donate it to the family. How's that, Kathy?
Good, Marianne. Nice shot.
Now that is a beautiful 10.
Just here, 10.
Yeah, mine.
And now that I've said that, I'll be calling her Andrea
know.
Kelly by accident for the rest of the game.
Okay. Nice throw.
Thank you. These two are very, very comfortable with a wide open style of play. Very, very patient. Know it's been a long week and they know it's a long game. And with that big steal in the first end for Andrea Crawford, doesn't need to push the envelope a whole lot. We'll be happy to play along if that's what Nova Scotia wants to do.
Yes, good, yes. Go. Hard. Yeah, right up, all the way. Hard for nose.
Good sweep. Good throw.
So now after trading a bunch of hits, it will be Nova Scotia and Marianne Arsenault
Good weight.
trying for the blank.
Nathan to fix it.
Yep, yep.
Final stone on the way here in 2. And it'll be a hit on the nose.
One yellow.
So Marianne Arsenault gets her single. We're tied up at 1 after 2. Our updates continue, and we keep an eye on the game involving BC and Yukon Northwest Territories. Kelly Scott coming in with that 6-3 record. Final stone for Carrie Galusha, who was the Hot Shots winner last year, and it looks to be a draw for 2.
It does. On Kelly Scott's final one, went around the guard. They swept it from the beginning until the end, but after a good look, it looks as though it is still the stone belonging to Yukon Northwest Territories that is shot. This is a draw for 2.
Right to 4 foot, line spot.
We should mention Sharon Cormier, who was second in the Hot Shots this year. She's sitting out this game, and Shona Barber seeing some action. What a perfect draw there from Carrie Galusha. And it is indeed 2, so it is BC leading 3-2 after 2. Kelly Scott has the hammer back. And we bring you back to our feature game now. On that final stone in 2, Marianne Arsenault was trying for the blank. She hit and stuck around, so she picks up her single. So now it's back to Andrea Crawford with the hammer, as we're all tied up at 1 here, with stones underway in the third end.
Just a 6.
Well, Nova Scotia's first stone sliding deep in the house made it a very easy decision for Andrea to throw the corner guard.
Freeze it. It's
Nova Scotia counters with a tight guard, and so that's where we're at now, trying to duck around that guard to get shot.
Yes, go! Hard, go, right to it.
Big scrub
Hard,
on
Danny, go right to it.
the stone from lead, Jody DeSola.
Good sweep.
And a nice little freeze onto that stone back four.
Yep.
Kathy, where's the best spot for that stone, though? Did you really want that frozen, or was it more of an advantage buried and above the tee line?
Yes to your second option. You know, it's fine that it comes down to the back of it, but you know that what you're going to do is continue to have a pile-on mentality for Nova Scotia. It gives them a chance to come down and be shot. And then for Andrea and her team to try to find a way to score two. Oh, that looked like it picked all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was going sideways fast.
Good sweep, guys.
Just as the weight comes off, I'm not suggesting that it was going to be in the forefoot, but you can watch the rock there. It takes that little bit of a jump, and it does not hook that fast that hard. Definitely has movement out here. Mark Shurik and his crew have done a great job. Ice conditions have been good. Yesterday morning we saw conditions a little bit faster than they had been previously, but it was a morning draw, and Mark has obviously gone to school on yesterday's example, because today the conditions are very similar to yesterday afternoon and evening.
Tons, you're going to be right beside it.
We're 9.
No, you're right beside it. No.
Yep.
And Daniel Parsons will slide behind that tee line, but it is New Brunswick sitting 1-2.
And again, Brian, if you want to take those red stones and move that up a foot and a half, 2 feet.
Who's shot? Who's number 2? Are we number 2?
Don't you want to bump on this
Yep.
one? You can just bump.
Bump our top one, Kim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I
she
think so.
understands what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think she thinks you're coming around everything.
I'm just bumping up, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Just confirming. Go ahead.
Just being clear, if this was the draw or the bump has been called. Both of those stones nice and tight to the house belong to Nova Scotia in great position.
Go!
Yes.
Line's great.
Gotta go, line.
Go!
Hard line.
Hard.
Hard
Go! Hard.
And Colleen Jones will bump it a bit, but just up to top 12.
Sorry, guys.
Kathy, we've known Colleen Jones as a skip for so many years, and now she's the second, and she does vice in the house, and we heard that communication. That was obviously just a point to make sure they were on the same page. But how hard is it when you've skipped for so many years to give the reins up? And of course now, this is Marianne Arsenault's show.
That's a really great question, and that's, you know, it's a very individual thing. Different people would respond differently as we watch this attempted hit and stick.
No.
Roll a little bit, did not want to have that path open, but it is an ongoing challenge, I'm sure, for both Colleen and Marianne. For Marianne, skipping, you know, really important for her to call the
Yeah,
end
I think so. The intern come
that
around again,
she
right?
likes to
Although
see
it
it
is
set
a
up,
great
because she
break
has
as
to
well.
throw the final 2 stones.
Okay, 4.5. Yep.
But you know what? For Marianne, for years and years, she played under Colleen Jones. Colleen was her skip, and so there's a lot of history. She definitely gives away a lot of time.
Yes, girls, I think you need to go. Got room.
You know, Kathy, one young woman that comes to mind that we've watched really closely this week is Rachel Holman, whereas they will talk about a shot, and the coach will come out and Earl Morris will have a discussion, and then she gets in the hack and says, no, I'm going to make this really hard shot, and then she makes it.
Needs to curl a bit.
For sure. You know, coach's job is to give some options to your players. I don't think that coaches should come out there and say, here's what you must play, but here are some options. Ultimately, it is the person that is throwing the stone that needs to have that gut feel that that is what they want to do.
And to your point, Kathy, you see now those 2 stones behind the tee line. It was Nova Scotia able to put one right in the pocket, and now Rebecca Atkinson trying to clear up the front.
Well, she is, and the way those 2 stones are, easy to remove both and roll away. Wow. they thought that picked just a really bad break. They swept that out of her hand. Watch the bad luck. Not only does she hit it too thick, so she leaves her shooter there, but directs the other one, and then it redirects towards the forefoot. Bad break.
A look at some other scores on this Friday morning. Quebec
Line's good.
all locked up in their battle.
Yep. Stay close. Yep. Yep.
Kelly Scott, BC, 3-2 lead.
Hard, 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 hard. Gotta go.
And it is Alberta leading PEI 3-1.
Hard. Okay. Good try. Okay. You want to come this way? Whatever you think's easiest. Right here. Okay. So you think it's going to glide a little here now?
Two ways to get there.
Now, I think.
Just top button.
Now he's hit and roll in, or you can play the draw. I like the call. The way those stones are set up, you're not going to make all of them disappear. The draw is more of a touch shot. Talked about the performance in the last couple of games by Becky, starting to play much better, feeling more comfortable with the ice.
Hard line! Hard line! Hard line! Go! Hard! Hard, girls, hard!
And that rock just diving towards their red guard, and it will rub.
Well, and that's a weight issue, Brian. That's why the movement was so sharp.
Sorry, Becky.
So I think there, with a touch more weight, we should be perfect.
She just moved that guard though, Marianne.
Yep.
She moved that center.
I think you had good weight. I think they could have
That's
dug it
pretty
there.
close, yeah.
So for now, it is New Brunswick with shot stone, back 4. A lot of those rocks, though, behind that tee line. Marianne Arsenault, her first here in 3.
Whoa! Wait only! Gotta go! Stop! No line yet! No line! No line!
Zero line! Whoa!
Yep, line's good now. Hard! Whoa! Yep.
They find the hole, but how far can they drag it now?
Go!
It settles just short, and from my eye, Kathy, still looks like it is New Brunswick shot stone.
Did all we could do there.
But a great option for Marianne. They had to wait a long time. It was way out on the corners. But what she's done is closing the path down.
That,
Really
you know?
freaking fussy.
Because when it breaks, it goes, but it waits so long.
It's hard early sweep, too.
Pardon me?
Hard early sweep, too.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not what I thought you meant. I thought you meant the one on the center line. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like a 10?
Hair off nose. No, I'm just thinking board weight. Hair off nose.
You're not going to get much roll with board, though. Like if you want to
Well, that's
roll
why
it
it's
in.
hair off nose.
Okay.
If we ever caught the outside of that, it's not good either, is it?
No. But,
Just play tap.
yeah, we're 1.
Yeah, let's just play tap weight.
But we can't afford to touch this one
No,
either.
but we're playing for nose.
Okay.
You can see the risk. It's a great call. I like much better the discussion about playing tap versus playing a heavier weight. The challenge, of course,
To play tap weight.
is this stone right there. You don't want to make contact with that stone and wind up tapping that back in. So it's a raise into the hole.
Tap it to tee.
Yeah.
Kathy, their red shot stone, though, is not going anywhere, is it?
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I think so. Nice, pretty close. 85 even. See?
Problem with more weight, Brian, is if you happen to hit it on the outside and roll away, is that then you just open up that path completely and allow Marianne Arsenault to come in there and sit on top of the yellow stone, which would give her shot. So you want to really leave the guard there.
Andrea Crawford. Big scrub right out of her hand all the way. Her first stone here in 3. Soft touch. She runs it back. How far will it go? Bumps it in, and what a shot. Now it is New Brunswick. Line 2.
That's a great touch shot. Really, really reading ice well this morning. That's a really tough shot to begin with, and then the line and the angle, good call from the third. Plays that little rub, lovely.
I don't know what happened.
The red
I think our back
ring.
Yeah, I just don't know that you can see enough of this to get it to where you want it to go. I don't see a lot of anything else, though, at all.
Also this morning, Quebec taking on Newfoundland and
unless you just say take your two.
Labrador.
If she bumps to there,
Allison Ross skip stones
that
for
won't
Team
be shot.
Quebec.
No.
Unfortunately, both these
unless
teams
she bumps with a
out of the playoff picture, but competing for pride on this Friday morning. Final day of round robin play, and there you see the house come into the picture. She's got to try sneak through that port.
That's tiny.
You're taking less, Maria.
Get it by the top guard. Getting through traffic, my goodness, through everything.
Lovely shot.
Oh, but
no.
can't move it enough and doesn't get the finish. Talk about an air traffic controller there. She maneuvered through everything but could not get the end result, so it is a steal of 1. And Newfoundland Labrador leads 2-1 after 3. What a great effort.
Well, they've had this discussion on this sheet about where do we go, and is it even possible right now for Andrea Crawford to get 3? They took a look at if she played the same bump that she played before and comes down to the face of the stone that she just raised. Can she possibly get 3? They don't believe so.
Yep. Get it by. Get it by.
Trying to get to as much of their stone as they can.
Yeah, just light.
And just light. We're hoping to tap it on an angle.
I did touch that one with my foot, but I don't think I moved it.
It's quite the walk.
It didn't quite, I don't think it had quite enough oomph in it anyway.
And now this one you just throw through to the boards and take your 2, Kathy?
It's pretty tough when you look at what she would need to be able to get the 3rd point. There's really not a lot of options. Even if she plays a tap that she just finished playing, it won't get enough of the 4-foot area. And so this is not about wasting a ton of time on a shot that's not there. So you throw it away, you take your deuce.
So final stone here in 3, and Andrea Crawford will throw it to the boards. However, that being said, what a great shot she made with her first here in 3 to make the tap back, and she picks up 2 for a 3-1 lead. Beautiful look at Lake Ontario here in Kingston, and a look inside the K-Rock Center as we update Sheet B. BC taking on the Yukon Northwest Territories. You see Carrie Galusha with those 2 yellow stones. Final one on the way from Kelly Scott, I believe, playing the double.
She is. She's playing hard for the double. Could be 5 if she's able to make it. It's a really tough one, though.
Gets 1, rolls it over.
It's very, very flat, so really tough, but gives up a steal.
So Carrie Galusha out of the Yellowknife Curling Center gets the single, so they're tied up at 3 after 3. And there's a lot of people cheering on the Yukon Northwest Territories because they're hoping that BC will fall back in the standings. There you see the situation. So Manitoba and Ontario are guaranteed a playoff spot. Team Canada guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. The teams with 5 losses technically are still alive, but it is BC at 6-3. Destiny within their own hands, as if they keep winning, they will get in. And one of those teams with 4 losses trying to stay alive is Andrea Crawford. She made a fantastic tap shot in 3, helped set up her deuce, and she leads 3-1 with play underway here in 4 as Marianne Arsenault and her team out of the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax trying to play spoiler on this final day of round robin play.
Mine's good.
Well, in that game next door with BC, just a little bit behind ours, and so the team from New Brunswick all in a position to watch Kelly Scott's last shot.
It's short.
Give them a little bit of an extra boost. Saskatchewan back at the hotel doing the happy dance, I'm sure.
Go, go, go. Hard, hard, hard.
Saskatchewan and New Brunswick, the 2 teams with 4 losses, a few at 5.
Good, Jen.
And Kathy, after a wide open few ends, we're seeing a lot of rocks now developing.
Andrea for sure more comfortable with playing more rocks in play, and just by the very nature of the scoreboard and trailing by 2, Nova Scotia needs some rocks around.
2. Tuck it.
Clean.
Yep.
Well, the call was a high guard.
Yep. Hard. Keep it going as far as you can drag it. Go with it. Hard as far as you can. Whoa.
Atkinson and DeSola doing the dragging, and they will leave another guard up there. And there you see the stone biting the button. The Scotties Hearts. Shot rock for Team New Brunswick.
Got to hit a lot of it.
Yep. I think. Do you think I need edge though for to get to nose?
I think so. You got to hit quite a bit of it.
Yep.
Comes up a
I think we just need the edge, yeah.
Andrea just wanted more separation. Danielle's guard is not horrible. It's just because they're so close together, it does allow Colleen to have a chance to remove both.
Colleen Jones, a 6-time national champion.
Top.
And she's a winner over 5 decades of play.
Remarkable.
Same weight.
Remarkable. It's not only remarkable physically that she is still in such great shape to do that with the pressure that your knees and the beating that your knees take in this sport, but just the desire to play over that long of time, to commit to throw and throw and throw on a regular basis.
2, 3. It's a 3 on its own. 3. Just 3?
Just 3.
Whoa, you're gonna overbend.
It's like a 2.5 right now.
No. Sit.
It's 3.
Guards can be very difficult to throw on ice like this that finishes so hard.
Yeah.
I think I need a little more.
Yeah, I think you do too.
Little more, Marianne.
I just want to throw board at it.
You can see what Colleen can see from the hack. They do appreciate how much it moves. And I don't believe that Marianne has any issue with Colleen asking for a little bit more. You see that often on many of the great teams that are all watching the ice, regardless of the position that they do play.
Whoa.
Nice weight.
Oh, whoa.
Okay. Great weight.
Now, Kathy, that begs the question. She asked for a little more ice, and then it didn't finish enough.
And we're just going to leave it out there. I wasn't going to touch that. Well, and it is true. If you're going to ask for more, you know, you really want to make sure that you make the shot. And in this particular case, if that was the weight that Marianne wanted, and it sounds like it was, that perhaps Marianne's read of the ice was correct.
10. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
30-year-old Rebecca Atkinson.
Yeah. Hard. Whoa. No.
Avoids the jam, and New Brunswick lies 2.
Oh, hit and roll, Kim.
No, that's true.
Just hit and roll off that top.
Dicey.
Can you get through there?
I have
Just hit and roll off
on
the
this
top.
side.
Do you want to just do this double?
Yeah, I think. Or hit and roll. Double works.
Couple of options. They can play the double. They could choose to ignore the stone in the 4-foot and play the hit and roll off the one in the 12-foot. There are guards on the right-hand side. If they make a really good roll, that's how you start to generate your 2 points. If you make the double, you will be wide open or roll out.
Kim Kelly drives it back. And that red stone will spill to the 12, partly covered now.
Good. Fight the 4. All
right, just watch this one. I think it's fine, but pretty slick down here.
It's pretty good speed. Yep.
Yep. Same as what I threw going this way on the outside?
Yep.
Part of what the teams learned during the course of the week is a lot about stones. And we heard Becky say to her front end, just have an eye on this. I think it's probably okay, which means that when she threw a draw before, she wasn't particularly happy with where it wound up or how it ran.
5, 6. Just fight the 4. 6. Fight the 4, girls. You gotta be there. Hard. You gotta be there. Go hard. Really hard. Go hard.
I don't think that's a 6. That is grinding. Just touches the 12.
Let's see if they talk about it.
Jody. Jody. Jody, Danielle.
Sorry, Becky. Did you get rid of that? A bit slower? No. Keep going.
Weight's good. Close the line.
Make sure I'm there.
Yep.
Line's gonna be fine.
Just for their conversation, Kathy, so a 6, you'd be right around that button area, correct?
For sure.
And that number was what?
Well, she barely got it into the top of the house, so it's a very small 4.
Atta girl, Kim. Good. Stop poking out.
Okay. We have to go to get it by for line, and you can
Walk
see
it.
it's come out the other side a little bit.
We're gonna just come up, but yeah, really?
Let's go.
Andrea may go down and decide to change her turn. I'm not sure if she realizes that some of it is open with the other side.
Make it top 4.
Okay. Okay.
She's just hanging on to the back, so.
That's what you
I'll
can
give it to
see.
you guys. I think we can get away with 10.
Okay.
We will keep an eye on Rebecca Atkinson's stone for sure. They called 6 was coming down. Heard the players talk about it. Andrea was chasing them down the ice. They just didn't hear her, obviously wanting to have a conversation about it. It's picking up those things that's really important.
The 27-year-old Skip from New Brunswick, throwing 100% so far this morning. Needs a bailout now from her teammates. Scrub it by, get it by the guard, and no, they will rub.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Her weight's pretty good. She doesn't touch.
No, I know. Here, I think she's throwing them just a little different. So I think we'll just switch straight 2 rocks with Jody. Jody said they're 5. I just think she's throwing them softer.
Yeah?
Yeah. But we're getting fooled judging it too, so I don't know. What is she gonna do? She's gonna be stopping a lot sooner than we think, but it looks to me like she's just throwing them a bit softer and releasing early. Okay. But I don't know. Maybe just switch with Jody, the 2 pairs.
Just ask her how she feels after. And
Yep.
A great discussion, Brian. Really still concerned about Rebecca's stones. You heard the front end saying not sure if she's just throwing it soft, but if there's any doubt in Rebecca's mind, really good to switch them off. So they'll talk to her and maybe move those stones around. But in the meantime, a great chance for Nova Scotia to get in here and lie 2.
hard! Hard! Go, 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 go! Hard! 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 Hard!
Go, 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 go.
Wow, it really breaks in that part of the ice, and again, another rub.
He's almost wrecked on this one.
I know, it just comes off that hill and goes.
Hard!
God, I know. Uncontrollable thing.
Yeah, once it walks.
Do you like the same over here?
I think it might just be a couple.
Also this morning, Newfoundland Labrador facing Team Quebec, and you see by the scoreboard it is 2-1 for Stacey Devereaux. Final stone on the way for Allison Ross out of the Glenmore Curling Club in Montreal.
She needs 8 foot, Brian.
You need backing? You need
Couple of Newfoundland Labrador stones in the 12 foot.
Okay, you're losing it. You're
Audrey
losing it.
Dufresne in the house. Calling line, calling weights. Needs to stop in time, and it will dig in for the single, so it is 2-2 after 4. Meantime, on our feature matchup, Kathy?
A big scrub to try to get it by. I don't know whether it's a different path. Actually, her weight's been good on both of those. Just needed a little bit more ice.
Jeez. Just a hair tight. That was good weight.
I think it was good weight. Yeah, would have been T. Top 4.
All right, so the ice was good. She just did not use it all.
I think the hole probably isn't as hard as you. I think if you take the same ice, Marianne.
Same ice, same line, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
That was hair tight.
Yeah. No, so you can keep it out here
two
long
ways
enough
to get in here. One of them is this way. She's electing to play in through here, which is arguably a tougher shot because you have to navigate the port. I think the feeling just is that it's a path that she just threw in and is more confident of the weight.
Or let us run early and then swoop at the end.
What would you play, Kathy?
Well, the challenge with playing the other way, with playing the out-turn side, is that it finishes so hard, and it is an Andrea Crawford stone that's fighting the 8-foot, doesn't want to raise them in.
Pretty reasonable. More.
So final stone here in 4, Marianne Arsenault. The 44-year-old skip out of the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax needs to find the hole. Chance for her 2.
Yep. Whoa.
Nothing yet from Baxter or Kelly. It's close. Got to finish up. Little rub. Can they get it enough? And they will.
2.
So plan B comes through, and they pick up the pair as we're all tied up at 3 after 4.
Yeah,
I really do. Great throw.
Team BC out of the Kelowna Curling Club in action on this Friday morning. Kelly Scott comes in with a 6-3 record and a chance to continue her push towards the playoffs. Final stone against Yukon Northwest Territories and a chance for 2.
Well, really important for Kelly Scott after giving up that steal last end to take that lead back.
Makes the hit, sticks around, and there is 2 as she takes on Carrie Galusha out of the Yellowknife Curling Center. And this is a big game, 5-3 after 4. We'll keep you up to date. In the meantime, a live look over now on sheet day. Final stone on the way from Christy Moore out of the Grand Prairie Curling Club. Trying the angle slash, gets a piece, moves the red stone. What a great shot as she's taking on Suzanne Burt out of PEI, and that is a single and a 4-3 lead for Alberta over PEI after 4. Great effort from Christy Moore.
Lovely shot. She can throw that big weight well. Sees angle's good. Just got a slow start this week, and I think she talked to you, Brian, just about being mentally drained at one point. You know, it is so different than playing in a bonspiel where you're playing your own team. All of a sudden you have this amazing emblem on your back representing a province, a territory, and it is very heavy sometimes.
If you're just joining us in our feature matchup, it was Marianne Arsenault making a nice little draw through a port. She ended up rubbing a stone, but it worked out okay. She picked up her 2. As we're all tied up at 3 here with action underway in 5. Jody DeSola
Roll it, Danny. Roll it. Roll it.
removing the 2 yellow rocks and looks to catch a piece of the house as well.
Shot, Jode.
I think so.
Yeah.
Clean. Yep. 10. Yep. Clean. Just clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Clean, yep. Just yep. Clean. Just clean. Top. Nice throw. Good. Yep. Great.
Colleen wanted to make sure she stuck around, was hoping that New Brunswick would not have the chance to utilize that corner guard, which is a great idea, and she did stick around, but Andrea is not going to be lured into that. She's confident with the ice now and comfortable and wants to use that guard. Not too worried about the stone in the top of the 12.
Danielle Parsons.
Close. Don't wanna. Close. Just stay close.
This New Brunswick team curls out of the Gage Golf and Curling Club in Oromocto.
It's back house.
Yeah.
Well,
Has
you
to
might
curl.
have to finish
Whoa.
it then. Way back. Whoa. 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 Just leave it.
Bang on.
T-line. Line's good.
Weight's close. Line's good. Got some room still.
Got room. Room still.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Lock
Yep.
it on.
We're there.
Just to it.
Okay,
Clean.
whoa.
Clean. Clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just clean. Good shot.
Nice shot.
Great.
It's a very nice shot.
Just corner.
Yep. Okay, so I'll just give you a little less.
Yep. Just hair less.
Yeah.
It's a good result, but starting to build up in the wings.
Rebecca Atkinson throws next for Team New Brunswick. It'll be interesting to see if she's happy with her stones or if they did happen to maybe change up the rocks.
Yep. Clear. 6, 7. Hard line. Really hard line. 7. Hard line. You're overcurling. Hard. Go. Yeah, finish it. Yeah, finish it. Yeah, go, 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 go. Get it over there. Okay, that's not bad.
Split the house?
No overturn, come around the center.
So New Brunswick does have the hammer. They do have two behind that corner guard. Unfortunately, neither of them shot rocks.
Yep. We don't have to worry about it not burying, do we? All right, I'll give you lots of room.
Okay. Okay.
Already lying one with
Room.
red stones belonging to New Brunswick in front and behind. Not too worried about making play over to the wings. Try to find a way to steal by going around their own stone in the top of the 12-foot.
Hard. Get it here. Hard, hard, hard. As far as you can. As far as you
Sorry,
can.
guys, that's just light.
Okay, good shot.
Kim Kelly here taking ownership there for her miss.
Okay, so back 8.
Okay.
Almost got it. Speed.
We're right behind that sheet. For Rebecca and from the hack, she cannot see very much. She can probably only see, I don't know, maybe a quarter, maybe less. So it really is not about thinking about where you're aiming. It never is. It's always about looking at the broom and thinking about the weight that you want to throw.
Hard line. Hard. You got it. Go. Hard. Hard.
You hear the urging now from Crawford that we got this. Big scrub can't hit their own red. And it'll spill out into the open.
Good read. Yeah.
That's not a bad throw. It does a couple of things. It gives them shot for now, but more importantly, it moved the right stone. What you don't want to do is overthrow that and go right by everything. Moving things around as she did exposes that yellow stone if they get another chance to make a play on it.
This might cut at the end, Kim.
9.5. Whoa, 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 whoa. No.
Close, yep.
Close, yep.
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 Yeah, hard.
No roll.
Sorry, Kim.
Andrea Kelly. Nope, sorry, Tyler. Sorry, Tyler.
Put $5 in the jar,
All right,
Kathy.
here comes your late wedding gift. Crawford is so good in the house. There are a lot of really good sweeping skips, but when you watch her, I was watching over all the sheets when I do the updates, and she is so ready. And she's a great model for so many people that are youngsters that are watching how to manage the house. She is always ready to sweep stones. She sweeps super hard every single time. Winds up taking so many rocks farther than many others would because she is game ready all the time.
And to add to that, Kathy, an absolute gym rat as well. She works out constantly in great physical shape.
Really hard. Hard.
And now working on her vocals, urging her team. Little bump.
Shot.
And now it looks like New Brunswick is lying 2, maybe 3.
I think so. That's Rebecca's first shot wasn't all bad. A pro side miss to just tick her own and not go by the outside.
Got the whole thing?
And Kathy, that pro side miss, I hear you guys talk about it all the time up here. It's just making sure if indeed you do miss, you do it the right way.
You bet.
10? 10? Yeah.
Stone pretty wide open for Marianne from the hack. Once she's by the guard, if they can let it go a little bit and roll.
There's really wonkered with back
to the inside. And be right there. You can see the challenge for New Brunswick to remove it would be all those stones that would be behind it.
Marianne Arsenault at 72% so far this morning.
Forward. Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
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 Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
They got on it early and now right off. Makes contact, jams it back, and Nova Scotia lies 1.
Nice job.
Not so much wonkering.
No.
Good throw.
Wonkering. I think I learned new terms out here at every Scotties that I covered.
Well, I think we thought that it would go a little bit harder. And with the draws, you cannot confuse the draws with throwing 10s. The more weight you throw on this ice, the straighter it goes. Not a lot of movement with the kind of weight she just threw.
In some ways, we could have hit and flopped into the 7 rock there and still been shot. It might have been pretty tricky for her to...
Or the overcurl, you mean?
10-5.
Okay. Little flop. Danielle's way?
Yep.
Little less though.
And you're looking to roll to behind the corner guard. It's tough to roll the other way. If you do roll the other way, you jam on your own for sure.
Whoa. Close. Little soft. Whoa. No. Close.
And hits it right on the nose.
Nice shot. It's good weight, I thought.
I don't really like her having that hit and roll behind.
I did not get a split, but it seemed a bit strong, but you threw it straight.
Threw it straight
Like,
or clean?
It was a clean throw, but it seemed a bit up. Probably close to like a 10.
Yeah, because if you roll, you're just stuck on it, right?
And again, this probably doesn't hurt you
Right.
either.
It's probably safer, right? Although,
We don't want that.
no.
No. I kind of think the double.
You guys see a nice draw pass?
2. I kind of think you're going to rub that.
Newfoundland Labrador taking on Team Quebec as we keep you updated on this Friday morning.
I really think you're going to rub it. I think it's a dangerous double.
Looks to be a hit on Allison Ross's stone there, top 8 for 2 as Stacey Devereaux settles into the hack to deliver her final stone
I'm going to hurt you.
in 5.
Hers didn't, hers, I thought she was a little snug too. Didn't, like that? With what kind of weight?
Same like
Same, okay, great.
Like Marianne looking to play the double.
Yeah, okay, good.
Heather Martin and Lauren Wasilki on the brush for Newfoundland Labrador. And they'll hit it on the nose, a little roll, and it looks to be 2.
It's going to roll Kim's way.
Okay.
So a 4-2 advantage over Quebec after 5.
Yeah.
All right, Murray, that looks good.
Final stone here in 5 for Marianne Arsenault without hammer. All tied up at 3.
Less weight.
No.
Just hack.
No.
Yep. Hack.
Go the other way. No.
Hack.
No,
Hack.
we're a nose. Close.
You want to play the double?
Close.
With
Close,
soft?
close. Watch your roll, Kim. Yep.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa,
They'll
whoa.
roll it over, partly covered.
Oh, you know exactly
I don't
what
know
you're
if they
doing.
hung on for shot, though.
Don't think I needed to sweep it for you.
Did we get shot?
Huh?
Are we shot?
I don't know.
If I didn't sweep it, we might have.
Well, I don't know that I did.
We couldn't hang it out.
You know what?
Yeah.
I love Kim
Get the
Kelly.
double
She is
shot.
so
Yeah.
much fun and so honest out there.
Great job. That was a good throw.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we definitely are.
It's close, but okay. So I think we can take here. That should not be an issue.
Okay. Because you
heard
can
the
do this
confident
too,
call.
eh?
New Brunswick does believe
Whatever
very
you
much their
want,
shot.
Yeah.
It might not be that much
It
easier.
actually probably is because it doesn't cut hard there. You can just take here.
That do it?
Yep. To here more.
So just changing the call. Initially, what they were talking about playing is through this
We're
hole
one.
this way.
Okay. Full 8.
Rebecca had
Just take
pointed
it
out
here
that
more.
perhaps it's easier to come this way once it gets by there. You won't be running right over it. Once you get by there, it gives you more room.
Yep, yep.
The challenge when you're playing outside in is that they run for a long time before they make their break. And when they do, they go really hard. They feel that it is a more gradual, consistent movement from the center line to the wings, and that's why they're playing that choice.
Easy.
Final stone here in 5 for Andrea Crawford. They're very confident they have the one. This a draw for 2 and a 5-3 lead at the break.
Make it 8 foot. Gotta go a little bit. Line's great.
Parsons, DeSola guiding it in.
A little bit. Line's great. Line's great. Okay, that's good.
Line is great. Weight is great.
Nice weight.
And we believe it is too.
Skippist.
Two red.
The skippist? Yes, skippist.
And they confirm that for us.
And it is fifth bench.
Oh.
Hey, sweet guys.
Andrea Crawford, the former national junior champion, with a 2-point advantage as she tries to continue her run here at the Scotties and try claw her way into the playoffs this weekend. Over the years, Carrie Galusha has made it a habit to knock off some of the top teams, including Team Canada, while she's up against BC and Kelly Scott this morning. And all eyes on this matchup because Kelly Scott comes in with that 6-3 record. A lot of teams need her to come back in the standings. They want a chance at making that top 4. Final stone on the way from Carrie Galusha out of the Yellowknife Curling Center.
Well, Carrie's a great player. Like many of the teams, takes a while when they get here to get more comfortable to the ice, make more shots. But once she's got it, lovely draw weights.
That is a beauty. So there is 2, and they're all tied up at 5 after 5 on this Friday morning. Meantime, action between PEI and Alberta. You see the one red stone right on the button. That one belongs to Suzanne Burt, and she's trying a delicate little tap to possibly score her pair.
Well, it's really tough. She has to get way outside in because the stone right behind the shot stone, right in the 4th, but you see it now, that yellow stone, that's the second shot. Needs to get full, playing the tap-tap.
The skip out of the Charlottetown Curling Complex. Leslie McDougall, Sarah Fullerton, their front end, little tap, but not enough. So there you see just the single. They'll take the one as they take on Alberta, and they're tied up at 4 after 5. So every matchup fairly close here on this Friday morning at the K-Rock Center, including our feature matchup. It was New Brunswick and Andrea Crawford picking up 2 and 5, so she enjoys a 5-3 advantage over Marianne Arsenault and Team Nova Scotia, with lead stones underway here in 6, and this one settles in courtesy Jody DeSola.
You have about half.
Yeah, freeze is nice.
Okay. Or we could just come here.
I don't
No,
know.
the freeze
I think
is
we're gonna
nice.
Go to the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, so do I.
All right.
A great first stone by Jody. That's exactly where you want to be,
Remember,
top
this
of the
is that swoopy
4-foot.
Marianne, is it gonna swoop here?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we need a
It's
little
got to clear the
more?
corner.
Oh, we'll get by that. I'd take a little more, Jen.
Easy, I get
We
it.
don't
Pretty
need
good.
it.
Let's keep it out for a minute.
She's giving it a nice cherry.
Whoa! Never.
Go around,
there.
around it.
Oh.
No, I guess not.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa there. Whoa.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, good try.
There you go. Let's go, Danny.
9.5.
Okay.
Well, that bounce off means that that stone is wide open.
You know, Kathy, I found Andrea's comments very interesting, but it was great insight when I asked her just about the fact that, hey, there's a lot going on. Is it hard not to like look around and check out the scoreboard? You've been down there on that ice in many situations, though. I believe her because she's got to win this game, but is it really that easy to just focus on that game and not look around?
You know what? It was probably easier as a skip to not lose your focus because you have so many things to deal with. You've got rocks coming at you, you've got different players' releases, you've got strategy and thinking. As a player who played front end, it was a little bit easier to be able to cheat and take a look at what was going on in between shots because you are waiting at the hog line. And so it is a fair comment for Andrea to say, no, we got to take care of it, and she does. But the rest of the team will be peeking over for her.
And she's taking care of business thus far, leading 5-3. Of course, it is BC and Yukon Northwest Territories tied up at 5. So Carrie Galusha doing her part for the rest of the field thus far.
Okay. Good shot.
It doesn't do much with those New Brunswick stone, but she got a great roll behind the corner. And for Nova Scotia, they can worry about those stones later. They can run that front.
Do you like that? I kind of like the peel.
I kind of do too.
Do you like this?
Yep. I like it.
You have a 2-point lead. You're lying 2. You run the corner off. You may minimize your opponent's chance to score or at least limit it to 2.
Just clean, just clean. Good.
Daniel Parsons, the 23-year-old new addition to this team with the peel.
Yeah, or what if I freeze to that back one, little flip and roll? Then they've got to play something.
I don't know about that, Colleen.
Then, yeah, they've still got this.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of that.
They don't need a lot.
It'll go.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you got to play the middle.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Same weight?
Sure.
A little less, maybe.
What we're hearing this morning, if you have not been able to catch one of the games from Nova Scotia, is very typical.
Hard line.
Colleen is always going to be a skip.
Go, go, faster.
Hard, hard.
Hard.
Hard,
Hard.
hard,
Go, 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 go.
But Kathy, to that point, is there a fine line, though,
so
between
close, Colleen.
supporting your skipper and then at times maybe skipping from the hack?
And I think it's particularly tough with this team because the person that is now skipping with Marianne played for Colleen for so long. And I think that they have so much comfort, and Colleen is not at all reluctant to share with her. If it were a different skip, for example, somebody who Colleen had not played with, maybe it would not be as, that person might be also saying, hey, let me do my thing. But they've had some good results this week and this year and what they've played in.
And what a run they did go on, though. Colleen Jones, Kim Kelly, Marianne, and of course Nancy Delahunt, who is also here as their 5th. Won those 4 consecutive titles between 2001 and 2004, and they were just, you grew up watching curling in Canada.
Oh, they were an absolute dynasty, and Kim was an all-star at almost every Canadian championship she played at. Played second a number of years, through third stones as she is now. Just a great, great player.
Good. Top.
Well, you know, you talk about this being the show, and that was one of the terms that this team used, and it was a tough start being back at the show for this squad.
When we talk about that earlier in the show, you know, Russ's comments that it's really hard for Atlantic teams to get used to ice that actually moves, and so they struggled a little bit early and then got on a roll, felt more comfortable, and their loss last night, well, that could have gone either way at any point to a tough Rachel Holman. Just those 4, just one too many, perhaps.
Oh, no! Yep! Whoa! Yep. Whoa! 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 Clean! Yep! Whoa! 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 Good.
Meantime, when you talk about Andrea Crawford, her best record ever at a Scotties is 5-6, and she can already improve on that if she can pick up a victory this morning.
Well, sure she can, and a really good balance. You know, you lose to Team Canada, well, you know, a lot of people have this week. Saskatchewan has been a strong team. Ontario, BC, these are the front runners that they're losing to and then have gotten on a roll as of late, and they got a tough finishing game, no question about that, later today. Need to get through this one first, though.
Yep. Yep.
That Ontario win huge last night as well, Kathy, because that ensured that they still had a shot to finish first in the standings, depending on how things play out. In the meantime, a live look now over on sheet A between Newfoundland Labrador and Team Quebec. It is Stacey Devereaux leading 4-2. Final stone on the way from Allison Ross out of the Glenmore Curling Club in Montreal, playing the hit.
Yep. There's that little biter. Will she catch that?
And she hits the catcher as well, so it is a single for Quebec and a 4-3 advantage still for Newfoundland Labrador and Stacey Devereaux.
And in our sheet, the tap goes back, and so now 2 of those advantages. One is that obviously Nova Scotia still has 2 stones in the house, but they're also moving the New Brunswick stones back. They're moving them behind the tee line, things that can be frozen to, or also that New Brunswick can jam on. Andrea is just about eliminating yellow stones in the house.
Whoa, 10, clean. Whoa, close. Yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa, Danny. Okay, it should roll. Curl.
And the rocks piling up now for New Brunswick. You see 4 counters at this point.
Good throw. Didn't come up.
No, it didn't. I didn't get a split on it, but
I don't think it was heavy by any
I don't think
means.
so either. No, I didn't mean
push
that.
out very hard.
Like if we take...
No, you're right. That's what I was going to guess.
Something like that?
Yeah.
That whirl?
Yeah. I think, you know, I think you could bury perfectly, but this way on the inter... Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
Looks easy. Yeah. Looks good, Marianne.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's at the back of the 4th foot. Your stop is halfway, right? So we need enough to be able to curl to the back.
Just get in the pocket there.
Yeah. Do you think that this will hold it out? Like this is enough ice, you think?
I hope so.
Okay.
I think it looks good, Marianne.
It's really tough for Marianne. You might be wondering why she's not playing the in-turn the other side. It's wide open. The challenge with playing the other way is that because it finishes so hard, by the time you get off the stone that is in the 8 foot, you're going to go by the one that's in the back of the 4 foot. So she has to play across the long guard.
Okay, we still have room. Still have room.
Line's okay.
Yeah, go.
We got weight.
Okay, line's perfect.
We're right there.
Line's perfect.
All there. All there, all there.
Sit.
All there, all there.
Nice shot, Marianne.
Nice, nice.
And it will sit
nice.
4 foot for shot stone.
The answer is
Yep,
yes.
it was
that's good
enough
ice.
Nice throw, Marianne.
And that's how you get there. Shot.
Make sure we at least keep one of them. That one should stay, shouldn't it?
Well, I think it comes off this one.
Yeah, we should. I think so. Either, like, if it hits that one will stay because you'll be...
Can we pick it out that way? I think so.
I think that's easier, but what do you prefer to play?
No, because I'm just concerned that we're just going to straight jam.
Okay, well then that's fine too. think we can get it out that way.
We'll lose that, but who cares?
Just right there with the heel.
Okay. I like that, Andrea.
And there's a look at the house. Great overhead shot between BC and Yukon Northwest Territories. That one locked up at 5. You see Kelly Scott has that biter over on the 12-foot. And with her final stone here in 6, a chance for hit. And she'll pick up 2 as they've traded 2s here the last 3 ends.
Clean, yeah. Yeah, to it, guys. Hard. Hard to it.
And they're at it early.
Andrea's playing the pick.
Gotta go.
Sarah Wozni, Sasha Carter on the brush, and a great scrub. And
Gotta go.
there it is, hit for 2. So they keep trading punches on sheet B. It's 7-5 BC after 6.
Well, and Andrea's pick jammed. It was pretty tough to pick that cleanly out of there without jamming, but she did a great result. She managed to move it far enough so that she lies 3.
That works. Yeah, I was pretty confident we could shoot it out far enough.
That's good.
So you saw the situation there in the house. Final stone now here in 6 for Marianne Arsenault. Would love to find that button or full 4 for her single.
Straight. Bite the 4. Bite the 4.
Kim Kelly, 50 years of age, lead Jen Baxter.
Sweep.
Nice shot, Marianne.
The youngster on this squad at 25, and they do a great job to sweep it, and they find a piece of that button, pick up the single. It's 5-4, New Brunswick at the Scotties.
Lunker.
Needs to bust for, needs to curl for, needs just to touch the shot stone. Nothing from Officer, nothing from Askin. Needs to move it back enough. And 7 straight wins from Manitoba.
Gets the 1 yellow, pushes the other over, and it is game over. Mission accomplished. Jennifer Jones has been rolling at this year's Scotties, and that brings us to our afternoon matchup. She'll take on Andrea Crawford, and this could be a historic game, Kathy. If Jennifer Jones is successful, right now she's at Scotties win number 99 all-time. She's looking for win number 100 today, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It's been a great week of action here at the K-Rock Center in Kingston, Ontario. And it's winding down. Final day of round-robin play in a close one between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia.
Yep.
Just a 1-point advantage, and we've talked about the situation off the top of the show, Kathy, for those teams with 4 losses, and that is indeed New Brunswick. They have to keep winning, and they need a little bit of help.
Well, they definitely do, and that help has to come from perhaps Kelly Scott, who is right next door with 3 losses. They need her to lose, but you cannot focus on anything other than your own sheet, because as Andrea said to you at the 5th end so eloquently, it really doesn't matter what happens on Kelly Scott's sheet. If we don't win, it's done anyway.
There's a look at Jody DeSola having a fantastic morning.
Back line. Whoa. Off.
98% so far on this Friday.
No. Just through. No. Are we going to push it through? No.
Yeah, we're pushing it through. We're pushing it through.
No.
Girl. Up. Hard, Andrea. You got it. Go.
And there's a great example. You saw both skips sweeping there, Kathy, and Andrea is just world class on the women's side.
She's just so ready. That is such a talent that, you know, especially in coaching a junior women's team this year, to try to prepare them for being ready for any rock that comes in the house and to know where to go and just to work so hard at it. It makes such a difference. So often you see little biters around the outside that come back to haunt you because you weren't in the right place at the right time and you didn't sweep hard enough. It is a huge skill and part of the skipping, sweeping part.
Whoa. Looks heavy.
Whoa. Oh, it is. Sorry, Colleen. We misjudged that. We didn't need to sweep that. Sorry about that.
You hear the mea culpa.
I like it there.
Good throw.
Now we go back there.
But I didn't think it was that deep. That was my mistake.
That's one.
Just T-line? Yeah, just full 4.
Just fight the 4.
Fight the 4.
Even though that stone at the back is shot, there's no value to New Brunswick and Danielle to be back down on top of it. That will allow Nova Scotia to do the same. So you want to get around that guard. You want to be shot.
Have a look. Just fight the 4.
Oh, it looks all there.
7, 8. Pull, stall. Stay 11. Yep. Yep. 7. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
7.
Whoa.
8.
Whoa. No, 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 no. No, can't go just behind the button. Go, 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 go. Yep, go, 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 go.
Got it.
A little deep, and so that gives Colleen another kick at this.
Room.
Stay close.
Wait. Gotta go. Go then. Go hard. Line's great.
Line's great.
Line's great.
Hard
Go hard.
line. Hard line.
Go, 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 go.
Okay,
hard.
overcurling.
Hard, 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 hard. Go, 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 go. Keep going. Go, go, go.
No, no. Okay.
So you take a little bit off and it won't. Go hard.
Now some great brushing right tight to each other and to the stone.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, overcurling.
It wasn't a lack of effort on behalf of the sweepers, just a little bit less thrown by Colleen, and it comes up light.
No, no.
And Kathy, the philosophy of having your hand down so low on the broom is just to try to get as much torque as possible and weight as possible?
Well, yes and no. The weight is really comes from where your head is directly over the broom. Over the broom.
Yes, if you don't need a
The
tip,
issue is
yes,
with
line,
your hands
line.
being lower is the lower you go. You look at someone like Mark Kennedy, Ben Hebert, for example. If your hands are going to be very, very close to the brush, you have got to be very, very strong so that when you make that pull motion and that push motion, you can balance yourself enough that all of your body weight is on it. That's how come a lot of women you'll see will be a little bit higher up because they're able to put their weight transfer onto the broom from their hands being higher up.
Line's fine. Line's fine.
Your hands would be very high.
T-line.
I'm just happy, Kathy, that you approve of my tie today.
I do.
Go, 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 go.
Keep going, keep going.
Lovely shot.
Great sweeping. Great sweeping.
And now it is Nova Scotia lying one, right on the button.
There's that great brushing. Look at the head position right over the broom head. That's where you're able to apply the most pressure.
What did she say? Back 4?
Back 4, back line. Back 4.
I still didn't hear. Back 4. Okay.
New Brunswick does have hammer here in 7.
Three of Quebec stones. It is a hit that Stacey is electing to play on her final stone.
And that is the update over on sheet A. As you can see, both of these teams have struggled here at the Scotties in Kingston. Out of the playoff picture, but certainly playing for provincial pride, and Stacey Devereaux will lose the shooter. And it won't hit that yellow catcher, and now that looks to be a steal of 2. Yep, and they give us confirmation. Thank you, ladies. So it is 2. And Quebec's up 5-4 after 7. Allison Ross out of the Glenmore Curling Club in Montreal, representing Team Quebec this year.
And on our sheet, just a little bit more weight thrown than was asked, and so it did move some stones around. But it did also leave Nova Scotia line shot. Something that Kim Kelly is now trying to protect by throwing a guard.
Not too tight, not too tight.
Not tight. It's not tight.
Nice shot.
Great throw.
Try to go over the top of that one. Heel.
So it's not.
Andrea needs to open things up here. Not only is Nova Scotia shot, but she's also looking at all those other red ones that could come into play if they're able to get rid of it.
Let's make it.
Rebecca Atkinson trying to open things up. And actually more of a nose hit.
Yeah, that was just tight out of her hand.
Okay. Because that's a touch. She's kind of taking away her own run, right?
Are they trying to come in again? Yep.
Sorry.
They might be
I
guarding.
think it goes for full 4.
Yeah. Hard to say.
Freeze it up.
Okay, okay. We were trying to guess what you were doing.
Yes, the ice could have been for a
Yeah.
couple of
Here's
different
good.
shots.
Even here's great.
Not the hit. We got that.
Yeah.
We know the finish is huge on this side as it starts to move. Lots of room to lie to.
Line's great.
Wait only. Wait only.
You got room. You've got room. Still room. Whoa if you can. No. Go then.
Can't.
Hard. Line's great.
Hard.
Now Colleen Jones helping out the squad, and they'll keep dragging it.
Almost. Close.
Won't get there for second, but it is. Nova Scotia still with that problem shot rock right on the button.
Andrea's lining up the 2 guards.
Good, try and catch those in the center. Yeah, probably want to hit right there. Right here with heel.
Trying to run both so that she'll have an option on either the in-turn or the out-turn side on her final stone.
At this point, every rock in play except for one, as New Brunswick calls a timeout. Each team gets 2 timeouts per game of 90 seconds each, and there you see their coach will come out now and talk things over, Charlie Sullivan.
We peeled this perfectly. She's just gonna.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I might have to.
What are we trying to do?
Well, I was trying to get that one in there, though, to clear out those.
So you're trying to jam that into that yellow? Or jam the ones on the top? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. If we can get a rock over here, top edge of the 4-foot, quarter buried,
I'm going to be able to use it.
we've got something to use. Worst case, we give up the 1. She's going to try to tap this one up, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We peel this off. I don't see what you're clearing up.
Okay.
Because you peel these 2 out, we can't run this yellow one in anywhere, can we? Now,
Well, yeah, you could go across it.
okay, and if she guards it, how do we score 1?
Or she might just bump it.
Well, if she,
Or she bumps it, she's sitting 2 buried.
yeah.
I just think we need to set up something for our shot. Put one over there, top 4-foot, that quarter buried. You don't have to. I'm just saying, right now, I don't see the double peel doing
I
us
like
any
that
good.
better. I don't know, because I think even if you make it, she's. I don't know.
The other option is to guard this side, let her try something over there. Maybe she gives you a run back double.
I like trying that.
Right there. Make her guard.
I like
So we
that.
talked about coming in.
Guards and we just run her guard.
Do you want to be second shot though?
Well, we need to be here something that we
guarding.
can use, right? No.
because we definitely need to be past that to be able to use it. So we need to be here.
10.
I don't like the guard, and the reason I don't like the guard is because if you choose not to peel, so Charlie's point was if you peel, the way that the stones are set up, it's not like you have really great access to the shot stone anyways, and in the process of doing that, all Nova Scotia will wind up doing is coming down and tapping the stone back. Now you're facing 2 and you still have a really tough shot. So 2 options that he proposed were either to play to the top of the 4-foot, so something that they can use, that's the plan that they're following, or to guard that tap. And the idea of guarding your opponent's stone so that they can actually draw the other way to lie to is probably not the best approach. It just makes it tougher for Andrea's last one.
And Kathy, from what we've seen from this out turn, does it move a lot that she could maybe get that finish and sneak in there?
Oh, sure. On this ice, both turns really give you lots of opportunities to bury.
So Andrea Crawford, this is her first here in 7. New Brunswick has hammer. Looking to drag it by her redstone in the 8-foot. They get it by. A little bit of finish. And it glides in there. And that one lone Nova Scotia stone, still the problem.
Yeah, I thought we were getting it to good weight.
We could have played the tick and rolled so we could use it better.
I wasn't sure that we didn't have it. I thought we might have had it.
I still have half of it though.
Yeah. No, if it had gone any further, it would not have been usable. But
curled almost a little bit too
good enough
hard.
For this one, that's due for a bundle.
Now that being said, Kathy, with the way it was curling, you almost think it could have got there for shot stone even, and maybe a tiny tap. It would have been tough, but the way it was coming.
Well, they could have got in a little bit deeper, but I don't know if they could have tapped it for shot. And that is a huge problem because they know if they leave that,
protect our little yellow
if that's made, it'll be for a bundle. So it is about, as they say, protecting their little yellow rock and making sure that that angle slash is not there.
We can see all of our guard. Oops, I shouldn't talk so loud. We can see all of our guard. I say we run it in.
Halfway. Just clean.
Line straight.
Clean.
Well, if you like curling with every rock in play, you've come to the right end here. Just one.
Over and stop.
Against the boards as now we take a live look. BC, Yukon Northwest Territories.
Still going.
And it looks like a raise attempt here for Carrie Galusha. You see a lot of red rocks there near the 4-foot, one on the button.
But the second shot stone belongs to Carrie, so if she's able to angle slash this, potential is for 2.
There's the slash, run it back, catches the one red stone, but that's not the one they wanted. So a huge steal for BC and Kelly Scott. Of course, that is the one team that everyone is chasing. British Columbia, that 6-3 record, and now a nice 3-point cushion.
This is a long
morning with me.
That goes without saying, my pal. That is a long run. We heard Andrea say if she throws a guard that we can see it all, why wouldn't we try it?
And if successful, is that just for 2?
Well, I'm just looking at how this is going to play out. It's a long guard.
It's a long week, Kathy.
It's pretty tough because that other yellow stone in the 8-foot, Brian, if it were for 5 or 6, I would understand.
And away they go. Final stone, Andrea Crawford runs it back, pushes into the house, moves him around, but not the result she was looking for. So after all of those rocks in play, it comes down to a steal of 1 for Nova Scotia. And we're locked up at 5 after 7.
I know, as soon as we touched it.
It is Friday morning and the final day of round robin play at the 2013 Scotties Tournament of Hearts. In our feature matchup, a steal for Marianne Arsenault in Nova Scotia to tie things up at 5. And this a must-win situation for Andrea Crawford and her team from New Brunswick. They come in with 4 losses. They cannot afford to drop to 5. Lead stones. on the way here in end number 8. And Jody DeSola having a fantastic Friday morning.
Got great line.
Curling in the high 90s, nearly perfect.
Yep, yep, you can go, yep, go, yep. Okay, good weight, Jody.
Nice and tight. Yeah.
So great numbers this morning for Jody, but also makes a huge contribution with her sweeping.
Got a little more room.
Little more line.
A little more room.
Got to cross center.
Wait if you can.
Yep, cross center.
All the way. Go, go, go.
Hard, hard, hard.
It's walking. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Hard. Hard. More.
25-year-old Jen Baxter.
Okay.
Colleen.
Throws up the high guard.
Just play back. Okay.
Gotta shoot.
Just didn't quite finish for her.
Yeah, line. Yes, line. Forward. Gotta go.
Hard.
Really gotta go. Up. Hard. You got it. Hard. You got it, girls. Go. Hard. Whoa,
Some great urging there by the skipper, and they do got it.
Good.
Great scrub.
Great sweep. Little, wasn't bored, but.
That's a great call by Andrea as a sweeper. When you hear somebody yelling at you, you got it, girls, it really makes you push that much harder because you really believe that you do.
Okay, there. A little off. Forward. Yep.
Whoa.
Forward.
No.
I think it's hacky.
Track.
Good. This is forward. Good shot.
Colleen successfully following her down.
This year, of course, for the first time, the round robin wraps up on the Friday. Usually it would wrap up on the Thursday night, and this is just a massive day for New Brunswick. Obviously, they have to take care of business here and try to stay at those 4 losses. And as we showed you early in the broadcast, next up this afternoon,
Little firm, yeah.
Andrea Crawford will be taking on Jennifer Jones, and they've met 4 times at the Scotties. In 06, Jennifer won 12-6. In 09, Jennifer won 5-3. In 2010, Jennifer won 5-4. And in 2011, again, Jennifer Jones winning that one 9-3. So a couple of close games mixed in there, but obviously in tough against one of the best in the business.
So you would not be doing the pre-game chat then?
No.
That is a stat that for Andrea Crawford and her team, if they get through this and they're still alive, will not wanting to be thinking about, but instead thinking about their opportunity to knock off Manitoba from the list of the unbeaten.
But you could have jumped in there, Kathy, and actually called her Andrea Kelly.
Oh, I saw
because you would have been right for those years early on.
Missed
So
the
you
one
missed your
opportunity
opportunity
today.
there.
The draw better.
Can I take money out of the jar?
Well,
Nope.
you don't like the center cleared? I don't know, it's up to you.
I like this.
Well, that is your trouble stone for sure. That one nicely buried behind a corner guard. That is good. Center guard only helps your opponent. Ideally, if you could hit and roll to another corner, it would be great.
Okay, split.
Huh.
Split for the 4.
Tight guard.
Okay, tight guard.
Okay. Tight guard it is.
Tight.
Whoa, careful.
3.
Little extension there. Okay, you're right.
Halfway. A little more. Good.
Good, Cam.
Good.
Okay, what do you think for the speed?
It's good.
It's pretty good, yeah. It's pretty regular here.
Just curious, Kathy, why go in now and not get rid of that guard?
Well, it's an interesting call because she could easily have gone up and peeled it again. At some point, Marianne's going to have to make a play and maybe chase you to the corner. There's no risk
7-8. It's out
in
there.
running that.
Lots of weight.
But decided that with Rebecca, she wants to play around this.
Almost
Have to be
through,
perfect
maybe,
if you're going to
yeah.
play this, but the early signals are not.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And Kathy, I guess the reason I bring it up too as well is, and we talked about it, she's really struggled whether it's the confidence or she really believes her stones are sliding more than usual. Regardless, that one goes through the house on sheet A, a whole bunch of stones. You see the one
I think we gotta go.
Quebec shot rock right on the button, and that belongs to Allison Ross out of the Glenmore Curling Club in Montreal, and trying to remove that stone somehow would be Stacey Devereaux from Team Newfoundland and Labrador.
Trying to angle that top one in, but I hit it too thin.
Top 4.
So how about Quebec? They steal 2 and 7.
Perfect.
Nice.
Great.
And another steal here in 8.
Come by those guards by that much.
I know.
Both those teams out of the playoff picture.
Back 4. Okay.
6-4 after 8 over on sheet A.
Same on this side, like the same speed?
Yep, pretty similar, yep. Just watch for the curl.
Well, Rebecca coming deep on her first one, now has to make a really good shot because Kim Kelly wasted no time in burying.
Whoa! Back 4. Whoa! No line. Back 8. Clean. Clean. Back 8. Back 8. Whoa!
Back
Whoa,
8.
are we moving it?
Yeah, we're back 8.
Whoa, we're just trying to roll off. Hard, Danny. Hard, go.
Okay.
Well, Kathy, we talked about the thirds and this matchup, and the draws especially have not been kind to either Rebecca or Kim.
Well, they haven't, and we just saw another example of that. There's lots of talk early on about Rebecca's stones, whether they were actually slower than other stones they were coming off. She did not change them up, chose to throw with them. It has been an ongoing battle, and neither one of these players would be happy with these numbers. Both are much better players than their numbers are showing today.
Player comparisons brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Yeah, I still think she's got the...
So, hack?
I think hacks, I don't think you need hack, Marianne, right? We're just playing to flip it to here.
Yeah.
We don't care if that goes there. We don't need to push it out. I think Kim's weight, when she was playing down to this one, you know, so it's, you call it to be here.
So where do you think the ice for that
I
is?
think the same that you gave Kim. I thought you gave her about there. For that back 8. Remember yours down this way, Kim?
Yeah. I think I was back line to hack. That looks pretty
That
good.
looks good.
Okay, what kind of weight are you throwing then?
Back line.
With just back line. That should sleep in there.
As they talk things over on sheet D, PEI, Alberta, locked up at 4. Final stone, courtesy Christy Moore, out of the Grand Prairie Curling Club, playing the Yellowstones, and looks like she's playing a tough draw here, Kathy.
Okay.
No, it sure does. It has been a tough week for the team from Alberta.
It's okay, guys. It's way over curling.
Okay. You guys want to quit, or do you want to keep playing?
And looks to be 1, 2, 3,
I believe.
PEI Yellowstone, so what a steal. 7-4 PEI after 8, as Suzanne Burt, one of those teams with 5 losses, mathematically still alive, but things not looking good considering Kelly Scott is up in her match, 8-5 over the Yukon Northwest Territories.
Sorry, no.
Well, there was no question about what to play on this shot. It was all about the weight to throw to get to the stone and how to roll it. Wow.
Quick. No roll. Don't get out of there. I don't need you, Andrea.
Great brushing to get it by that guard. They just papered it.
Yeah, see, that's just back line.
Good, Marianne.
See if we can see how little. Oof. That's why they said no roll. It got to the inside. Rolled out in the wings on the other. Great brushing.
What do we need? Not the double.
Half a rock with hack. Okay, just flop on top of them. Okay. So, what do you think for hack?
For what?
What do you think for hack? Like 75?
Just playing very easy weight.
Even 80?
Yep, yeah, 75, 80.
Come down to the face of the shot stone and roll a little bit to the right, so to the wings a little bit, and that would be in front of the other Nova Scotia stone. Hoping for a jam.
Whoa! Whoa!
They jumped it early. Andrea Crawford
Whoa!
has hammer here in 8.
No, Danny!
Makes the play and a little roll over.
Lovely.
And it looks to be shot stone. Meantime, Sheet B, BC, Yukon Northwest Territories. We've been watching this one closely. Carrie Galusha settling into the hack. And she's up against a couple of BC stones with her final throw.
No.
Looks to be a hit for one.
Stay
It is a tricky.
Really
I mean, Marianne, if you.
Whoa!
Four.
Whoa! Not even clean. Not even clean.
You know, a hit for, it's not a hit.
Very good. Very nice.
And a very nice shot as she makes the quiet tap.
That's hard to get. That's kind of hard to get shot. Yeah.
Picks up the single.
Come around maybe is the. Yep.
So it is now 8-6.
Is the outturn the way to
Good
Through 8?
You're doing awesome.
Because here the pick and the sitting on that is going to be.
Yeah.
She's got that as a buffer where she could roll out.
Try and come top 4.
If you play this way, the tap to roll to there, right? If she.
I think we can get to the same spot either way.
Good point. Good point. Okay.
A great shot by Andrea Crawford on that final one. Not only in having the great weight to remove the stone and get that finish, but to roll right in front and weld it on top of that yellow Nova Scotia stone. Not much that Marianne can do with that, so electing to play the draw to be shot.
And you feel as well, Kathy, too, that New Brunswick is shot rock?
I do.
Marianne Arsenault. Her final stone here in 8 without hammer. Game tied at 5. A must win for New Brunswick here on this Friday morning. Final day of round robin play at the Scotties in Kingston.
Still line.
You got room. Finish it.
Yep. Go, 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 go.
And now they go at the end. It's bending. Get behind cover. Get shot stone. They get both done. Very nice rock.
Lovely weight.
Waited a little long.
Good shot.
Good sweep.
Wasn't sure if we waited too long.
I know. They're a little trickier to
They
judge
are.
today, aren't they?
Well, some of them guide and some of them stop.
Yeah.
It's when they go, it's that big finish. You saw there was quite a bit of room by the guard, and still it is fully buried. And it is because of that quite a bit of room that they had by the guard that Andrea believes that she can come down to it and tap it back. The key will be whether her shooter can roll to stay for 2.
And the fact, Kathy, it's a higher guard helps as well.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, line's good. It's running right now.
All the movement is at the end.
So after a steal for Nova Scotia in 7, a chance to get back on the board here and put up 2 in 8. Final stone for Andrea Crawford. No brushing yet. Needing a late finish. It's trying to break. Move it enough. Catch your own red stone, and it looks to be 2.
2 lovely throws.
Very nice touch shot from Andrea Crawford in a must-win game for New Brunswick as she picks up a big 2 and leads 7-5 after 8.
There's that great brushing from Andrea Kelly. Crawford, more money in the bin. Sending a dishwasher soon.
Well, she's been fantastic as both Andrea Kelly and Andrea Crawford, and she's made some fantastic shots here, Kathy.
Well, she certainly has, and last stand, a great example of the range of talents that she's got. Makes this lovely hit and roll on the first one, has to stop and make sure that she is shot frozen to it. Not much that Nova Scotia can do, so they bury perfectly. They do the best that they can. Lovely touch shot, comes down, has to have easy enough weight that it'll move, but sticks around for two great shots. Lovely touch.
And with the pressure on in this final Friday, she is certainly getting it done. A 7-5 advantage here at the K-Rock Center. They need to keep winning to keep their playoff hopes alive. Up 7-5 now with play underway in 9. And if you keep this up, Kathy, I think Nova Scotia may file a complaint to the CCA because New Brunswick has 5 players on the ice all the time. 2 skips, right? Kelly and Crawford. Well, you've made it entertaining this morning, if anything else.
You rolling? No. Barely to it. Whoa, then.
And for that matter, both these teams have been very entertaining. A lot of rocks in play, a lot of great shot making.
Or do you want to go other corner?
Yeah. Interesting too, Kathy, because at the point where Rebecca actually missed that come around, and we talked about why come in, why peel, it could have been a real bad situation for Nova Scotia, but that's why the skip makes the big bucks to come through and bail out your team, and Andrea did just that.
Well, they sure do any time that they can, and she could have kept it really open. She had the corner guard, could have come down and played a corner freeze at any point and just said, I'm going to play it simple and maybe blank, and we've seen a lot of that this week, but chose to go aggressive. And then you're right, you know, when your third misses and goes right through, and then Nova Scotia makes a good shot, those are the emotions that you ride as a skip, as a player during this entire week at the Scotties. Very long week, and it takes a huge emotional toll on most players, most notably the skips, because they're riding that biggest roller coaster knowing they may have to make the save.
Really gotta go. Hard, you gotta go.
Danielle Parsons, peel attempt. Catch a bit of the yellow, they will, and actually spill it into the house.
Andrea there again with her great brushing. Puts a lot into it.
Do you think you can get wide enough
Watch
to
the
come
ready
this way?
position of Andrea.
I think we know that out turn's going to go.
She's the first one there. Lots of times skips will just coach the players that are sweeping. She gets right in there.
Well, if you can.
Lots of line.
Interesting too, Kathy, if I'm not mistaken, there was a year where it actually was Rebecca Atkinson who was calling the game, and it was Andrea throwing the final stones. And you talk about a long mental week, and maybe a bit of that is taking some of that pressure off, but she seems to be handling it very nicely this year.
I would agree, 100%. When there's a miscue. Certainly down 2 points. Colleen knows better than anyone that your margin or your tolerance is to be short. Provide a guard, give yourself something to work with. And so now, no question that Danielle will be asked to remove the second guard. Did the first on her first.
No. Gotta come up. Whoa. Anything? Okay, good, Danny.
Seven.
Well, she catches the guard, rolls over and jostles those stones a little bit.
This will go too.
For New Brunswick, not particularly concerned because they are all in great positions in the front half of the house.
Mine's pretty good. Yep. Hard line.
Just throw a corner, just a corner.
More light.
Okay, freeze the top.
No, just a corner.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Nine, 8-5. 8-5. Yep. Okay.
And those numbers, Kathy, of course, when they yell 9 or 8-5 is the stopwatch time from hog line to hog line.
You bet.
So if we play along at home, stopwatch now.
Clean, yep. Whoa! 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 Clean, yep.
and then hit the stopwatch now, and I got right at 9.
9.
Huh.
Look at that, backup vocals on the ice.
I can run a stopwatch.
Yep. Sink this. Go behind
And it's really important. The difference between 8.5 and 9 may only sound like a half a second, and I guess technically it is, but it really makes a difference for how rocks run. With a 9, there still is some movement to the stone. 8, 8.5, they start to run straighter, and so your ice that you're taking is much different.
Tight.
Okay.
And to that point, Kathy, then if you wanted to throw an ace draw to the button, you're looking at more of a time around that 14.
Oh, 14, 15 even on this ice. It really goes a long way.
there if you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Am I tapping this one at all, or just get rid of that?
I think peel.
I don't know. It's my second rock, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we should probably get rid of it.
Kind of make the double.
Same weight.
Christy Moore out of the Grand Prairie Curling Club, representing Alberta this week. Disappointing week for her at 1-8, but trying to make a game of it against PEI, and a lot on the line here still for Suzanne Burt, depending on what happens with Kelly Scott and Team BC this morning. There you see the 2 red stones for PEI in the house, and the final one on the way for the skip from the Grand Prairie Curling Club.
Whoa. Roll it in, Michelle, if you can.
And there is the hit. Did it roll enough to count 1?
Well, she's hoping to clip that back red one too and maybe bring 2 in as an option, but the risk, I think, is that you give up a steal.
So a tough week continues for Team Alberta. In the meantime, for Suzanne Burt, comes in with those 5 losses, and now you see actually handshakes. So that is a final. So Suzanne Burt did all she could do, improves her record to 5-5, and now she can only sit back, wait, and watch and see what happens with BC. And just to get you updated, if BC does happen to win, then those 5 losses are not good enough. A great situation if you're Manitoba or Ontario, because you've already qualified for the playoffs. Team Canada assured at least a tiebreaker, and there you see what we're talking about. BC at 6-3. If they pull off a victory this morning, they get that win number 7, and that means the 5-loss teams, Nova Scotia, PEI, are out, and New Brunswick and Saskatchewan, they have to keep winning and hope that the rest of the field can bring Kelly Scott back.
For Andrea Crawford, I think she'd be happier if there were maybe 1 less red rock in the house. Your own rock sometimes can get in your way, but she actually, from the hat, can see all of the yellow stone belonging to Nova Scotia, trying to go through the hole and pick it out.
Meantime, over on 8 is Allison Ross out of the Glenmore Curling Club in Montreal, taking on Newfoundland and Labrador. Quebec up 6-4. However, this a play for 3 for Stacey Devereaux out of the Ballyhaley Golf and Curling Club.
Any piece of the paint should do.
Do you need to take this? Yeah, go if you need to touch it.
Stacey playing with Aaron Porter, Lauren Wasilki, and Heather Martin. And uses her own stone there to make it happen for 3. So a close one between Quebec and Newfoundland Labrador, a 1-point game after 9.
Goal under which? And yeah. So no double, Marianne, just a hit and roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blocking my way?
Well, the problem for Nova Scotia is that those rocks that belong right here to New Brunswick are all tight to the house, so if you bury behind, it's a very short run. There's not much they can do with them. So now what they're going to try is removing that stone and trying to get a roll in over here. Again, even if they make it perfectly, you can see that it would only be maybe a foot run straight back for Andrea Crawford in New Brunswick to remove the stone. That's why we talk about placement so very often.
11. Nope. Whoa!
Yep. Whoa!
Whoa!
Just the one. Yep. Yeah.
Remember the
Whoa!
finish.
Whoa!
It'll finish.
Watch it.
Watch it, watch it.
Right under.
Sit. Good. Nice shot, Marianne.
That's good.
That works.
And it looks like it may have spun
No, it's okay. We
a little bit, but I don't know if it's enough for
hard to
shot
see,
rock.
isn't it?
Regardless, Andrea Crawford won't hesitate. Broom is down, and she'll play the short run back.
As we showed, it is a good shot for sure. She made the lovely roll, but not much space between those stones. Nose hit, maybe a foot, as we talked about. The other benefit that she did in making that stone is she opened up the back one, so there'll be an opportunity to play a freeze unless Andrea rolls back.
Yep, yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Never hard. Roll it, Danny. Roll it. Roll
There's
it.
the run back, removes the yellow, and once again, without hammer, but New Brunswick, line 4.
Good swing. Great shot. Thanks.
Very nice shot. By rolling, she made the second stone become shot. So coming to that back one here is no longer an option. Needs the 4-foot.
Final stone here in 9 for Marianne Arsenault.
Top 4.
Baxter and Kelly, a big scrub, heads down the entire way. Now Colleen Jones out to help. All hands on deck, got to drag it far enough, trying to get shot. Stone, find the 4-foot,
Nice shot.
and they will. A great team shot to pick up the single. And they're down by 1, but it is New Brunswick that will have hammer coming home in 10.
I'm feeling at least.
Good shoot, guys.
Meantime, right next door, all eyes on Kelly Scott. Team BC coming in with that 6-3 record. BC with the red stones. You see Carrie Galusha has that 1 yellow stone that is counting, and the final one on the way from the 2-time Canadian champion.
She's trying to tap her own stone
You can
up
go.
to be shot.
Line's good. You
See,
got
she needs to
room.
tap it probably a foot, maybe even less to get shot.
Wait, line's good. Yeah. Hard. Line's great.
There's Carter. Wozni on the brush. Got to bump it enough. Get the single. Move it. And I don't know if it's enough. Gina Schrader looks it over. Shona Barber also playing in this game, as Sharon Cormier is sitting for this one.
Measure? Yeah.
So they will measure.
I just don't have, I'm not used to looking over, so I don't have good eyes.
She had a 14.5. I had 14.3. We just had to sweep ours.
It's been a trying week at times for
I
BC.
apologize if it's way off, but I don't have good eyes.
Had to really feel bad for
It's like, I don't really know.
Shona referring to the fact that she's not used to playing third and looking at the rocks in the house like that.
Sarah Wozni was out with the food poisoning, missed a couple of games. They were hit so hard, Kathy, you'll remember last year as well
It's awful.
in Red Deer, Alberta with the flu. There was even talk about possibly even forfeiting a game because it got to the point it was that bad.
No, they were down to 3, and I remember looking out, and Kelly was sitting on the bumper between shots, just trying to make sure that she could stay out on the ice. So important to bring a 5th player that is capable of playing any position or having a plan about who would play what if somebody goes down with sickness.
Certainly when we talked about favorites at the beginning of the week, Kelly Scott obviously comes up.
He's going to circle again, obviously much closer than thought. So he's going to readjust, bring in both thirds, have them take a look.
You can guarantee that Suzanne Burt probably somewhere in the building watching this closely as well.
Yeah.
PEI, one of those teams with 5 losses if BC goes on to win. 5 losses are too many. Wow, that is close.
Yellow, oh my God.
And it is indeed 1 for yellow, so that is a steal for Carrie Galusha's team, and a close one there. It's 8-7 BC after 9. Kelly Scott will have hammer. Time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. After the game, go to finalend.ca, enter the secret word for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championships in Flim, Switzerland. The first 100 entries have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card. All participants get an M&M discount. Go to finalend.ca after the game. We'll give you the secret word a little later on in this end. It's been a fun week thus far at the K-Rock Center in Kingston, and a close game coming home here in 10. New Brunswick leading 7-6 over Nova Scotia. Andrea Crawford comes in with 4 losses. She needs a victory to keep her playoff hopes alive, and she does have the hammer here in 10. Second stones on the way. This one from 6-time National Women's Champ, Colleen Jones.
Nova Scotia did get 2 guards up, and when they were able to start to hit on the last stone just thrown, one of those guards was peeled. And here goes the second one. Nicely done.
Okay, we just guard things out.
Yep. For a while.
Danielle Parsons having a great game.
Guarding. Yeah.
She came into the end at 82%, Colleen Jones at 57%, so she certainly won the battle of the second stones.
And for Team Nova Scotia, even though they are not shot and do need to score, we'll throw a couple of guards. See if they can get a nose. Create some better opportunities for them, and at some point, probably on Marianne's shot, they'll play a tap. Because of where that New Brunswick stone is, a tap could put them right on the lid with a really difficult shot for New Brunswick to get them out. So not so bad setup if you're a Nova Scotia fan this morning.
I kind of think you should make the third make the mistake. You know, make her third. If you go bump, bump, just with heavy draw, and let her, what do you think? Do you think she can get rid of all 3 rocks?
No, probably not.
There's Colleen plotting.
Such a great sport. We're so lucky to get that insight while they're throwing. And this one on the way from Rebecca Atkinson. And she'll remove that guard.
Nice shot.
I have another one. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought they forgot.
And a timeout called by Nova Scotia. 90 seconds.
I think we throw another guard. I don't think we play on this until last, eh?
I think so too. Than Andrea.
Even just
I
there.
like a guard myself.
Well, no, because the person that's going to make the mistake that we need is the third. We need her to do something with this.
She's not going to.
The third.
The third. Now.
If you come here, we just need to come here.
No, I think it's too early.
I don't know.
They'll just blast us out.
I think Andrea's the one that can make the blast all day.
No, that's I
Just a straight freeze.
come in.
Yeah. I'm thinking straight freeze.
I like the freeze.
I kind of think you have to, or you're not going to get an opportunity.
I would go for freeze.
And
right
I think we need to make her make a complicated shot and not just a freeze.
It lasts. I mean, depends what she does, but they're not going to make a play on that anyway, right? Because
they
they're
will.
Shot.
They have to make a play on it. They're going to.
Well, they might guard it.
Now,
but I like
the problem
guarding
is,
it.
can they make the triple? Can they make the triple? Is the question, because we don't want her to make a triple.
No, but if we guard, they'll peel the guard, obviously.
Yes.
Or they could come in on top of us, but then.
I mean, I don't mind leaving the bump to the back of the 4-foot for Marianne's shot, but I also think.
I think this is just too early. It's too early.
I like Colleen's idea though
That what?
Andrea's just making everything, and Becky's more likely to make a mistake than.
The way Andrea can throw that big weight to hit a quarter of the rock, it'll all go.
let her make the complicated shot.
You have 5.5 minutes.
It's not like we're looking to move it either. It's
Kim
just,
really likes the
Well, what
guard,
would be
thinks
the-
it's too early to go in.
It's my turn anyway.
Yeah, I know that.
Straight freeze.
So the straight
If you
freeze.
tap it an inch.
Yeah, if you tap it an inch, it's good.
Also heard from longtime coach Peter Corkum, who liked the freeze as well.
Do you like it, Kim?
I'm going to have to.
And part of this is also based on not picking on Rebecca, but what they're saying is that Andrea Crawford is making everything today, and she is. In the last end, we showed you 2 great shots that she had made, or rather the end previous. And so what they're saying is if we're going to make it a difficult shot, we don't want to leave it to Andrea. We would like to force her third, Rebecca Atkinson, who's at 70% today, to make a really tough shot, and then maybe we're just guarding and making it way tougher for Andrea. It's picking your moments.
And Kim Kelly's stone will overcurl a tear.
Oopsie.
And now a double.
Well, the weight was good by Kim. I'm not sure whether it was Broom or she helped it along its way.
Well, you heard them make the comment. They wanted Rebecca Atkinson to have to make the shot, and she comes out and stumbles out of the hack.
Yeah! Whoa! Whoa!
Let's see if she recovered.
Whoa!
Go, keep going.
That's okay.
Does get enough. Won't spill them both, but a nice recovery to at least get something out.
Well, and she got the play off the 4-foot too. Really had a bit of a stutter step coming out.
Get it out without jamming.
No, I was like...
Get her foot under, planted well enough.
Fell over. It's off the 4-foot.
But the result is great. All of those rocks in the 4-foot have been moved. It is true Nova Scotia still has one in the house, but now all of a sudden there's nothing out front in the middle. The rocks aren't in the middle. Andrea will have an open shot, or a relatively open shot to the 4-foot, she believes, at this point, if she needs it.
Okay.
I love Marianne's extra little slide between her legs there when she's cleaning off the rock. Almost like a golfer doing a nice little twirl, or Keegan Bradley when he steps up, he loves that little twirl before he'll release and hit the ball.
We're pretty high.
Overcurling ball.
Yep. To center.
Just to center, guys.
Yep.
So Nova Scotia will throw the center guard and hope for perhaps a nose, something that they can bury behind.
Shot. Good. Did you want to call a timeout? Lots of time, but yeah.
And another timeout for New Brunswick.
What were you thinking?
Well, I don't know. I was just kind of thinking, what if we...
I think you have to feel, because if you ever came deep, then we're toast. Or if you came up half light, then we're toast.
Well, we're not, because we still have that one, but... Do you like just playing the PO?
Well, your other option is to come in, and then she plays a hit and double.
Well,
and she's hitting 2 and one's buried, so you're drawing against 2. If you peel...
She's probably hitting and rolling.
And then you're drawing the 8 for the win. If she hits and stays, you have to make the decision whether you're drawing the 8 for the win or you're going to hit and go to the extra end, just like if she knows it, right?
Yeah.
I think the peel is the shot all day. Give yourself the draw minimum.
All right.
Well, they talk things over. Live look on sheet A, Newfoundland, Labrador, and Quebec. You see
It's not really a shot that's there.
Quebec, and Allison Ross has one right on the button in between her own stone back 4 and the red stone belonging to Stacey Devereaux. And hammer belonging to Team Quebec. So her final stone on the way. I think she's just throwing it away here, Kathy.
Yep.
I don't know what she has.
Whoa. T-line.
It's hard to see that sheet A Maybe it warps enough that she can get that little bit of the hearts to get another point.
Yeah, I believe she's trying to come in straight sideways here and catch a piece of that button. In the meantime, you see there's the peel on our feature game, and I just don't think it's going to bend enough. That was a pretty tough shot. So there is the single there as Quebec picks up one, and it is 7-7, and they will go one more.
Well, you heard Charlie come out and talk on this sheet. I'm very happy that they played the peel. You knew that this was going to play out, that Marianne would hit the shot. Stone will lie too. And I think the bigger part of the timeout was Charlie just saying, if you go through and you peel that, be prepared mentally, because you will be facing 2 in the 8-foot, and you'll need to draw full 8-foot for the win.
10.5. Is there an ideal place to roll here, Kathy?
A little, either the nose or just a little bit towards the center.
Right to it, right to it. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Go, 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 go,
Marianne Arsenault will remove it, but there's a pretty substantial roll, and now the decision, do you hit or do you draw?
You got it.
A little too far.
Well, she's hitting, and it's part of that is also based on the score, Brian. With New Brunswick already up 1, if you draw, you can lose on it. I think for Andrea, she hits and sticks, she wins, she hits and rolls out, and it's not over.
10-5. Okay.
So Andrea Crawford will take a breath and settle into the hack, and it comes down to this. Facing 2 Nova Scotia stones. Final rock here in 10. Open hit.
10.5.
And a chance to stay at those 4 losses and keep your playoff hopes alive.
Clean. Clean it. Clean. Clean.
Clean is likely the happiest thing you'll hear. And you got that broom down, and she'll hit it on the nose and roll in, and a massive victory. As New Brunswick will pick up the win, and more importantly, they'll stay at those 4 losses. And as for Nova Scotia, they will continue to try play spoiler. 8-6 the final. More from Kingston after this.